So hi guys, how are you? Today I'm going to be reviewing my 2017 and X Diavel. Okay, this the X Diavel, the normal one, the dark version, not the S version. The S version has different alloys, and I'm going to be reviewing this today. You can see the bike. End of the video, I'll give you a little overview about the features also. I'll keep talking about them. So we'll just start. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Yeah, so this is the X Diavel. Actually, it's supposed to be a touring version of the Diavel. The Diavel launched in India first, and then the X Diavel came around, I think around 2 years later. So this is actually Ducati's version of tourer. I mean, this is something what Ducati considers like a tourer. Like, they can't make tourers like Harley Davidson because they don't expertise in that, or they don't want to expertise in that, because Ducati is all about tech. Ducati is all about great looks. So Ducati has that entire aura about it. So this is the kind of tourer they made. Now when you look at the bike, you feel it's more of a muscle bike than a tourer. So I'll just tell you why it has been kind of classified as a tourer and not a muscle bike like the X Diavel. First of all, it's got low slung seating. You're sitting a little low. You're not on the you're very close to the ground, so you can just sit comfortably like you might be sitting on your, probably in India, on an Enfield Thunderbird 500. It's got that entire touring look. You're sitting inside the bike, your feet are planted on the ground, so you are comfortably there. I mean, you don't have to make too much effort to move the bike around, because the height is so less that you can just enjoy your ride. You can just sit at a lower speed, even if you don't have you're not tall. Still you'll enjoy this bike because the height of the seat is too low. So that way it's a cool bike. Secondly, the main thing which kind of characterizes this as a tourer is the highway pegs. So Ducati's given highway pegs in this. Actually they're forward pegs, so your feet are sitting like you're sitting on a Fat Boy, a Harley Davidson. It's a more comfortable feel. Your knees are not locked in, they are free flowing in the air. You can just put them forward, and that kind of gives you that comfort on a long run, because your knees don't jam. You are comfortably sitting there. Of course they will not give you any kind of foot pads like a Harley will, that you can just put your feet on a pad, but yeah, they're pretty comfortable. So now let's come to the specs of the motorcycle, that why it's a muscle tourer or a muscle cruiser. This thing takes out around close to 156 horses. So it's 156 bhp. It's a 1250 V-twin engine. So actually it's a L-twin. That's what Ducatis make. And this has got enormous amounts of power. You could say that this is one of the most, or is the one of the most powerful cruisers in the world right now. This also has an enormous torque of 130 Nm of torque, which kind of is why the bike is always ready to run at a lower RPM. It can pick up around 1500 RPM and just take you all the way. And I'll just give you a little brief example of that. So you see, I'm on full. So you see, you turn the throttle and things turn blurry really fast. So that's the X Diavel for you. It's got that enormous amount of power. So you want to see that again? I can do it again for you. So you see my helmet's almost rattled off there. That's the kind of power the X Diavel hits out. It's insane. It's an insane motorcycle. you can be swept off anytime. It's that fast. And down low in traffic, or you'll always feel like the bike is jumping out of your hands. And you know, that's the whole thing about the XDiavel. 156 bhp. Now I'll talk about little about the riding comfort. It's a pretty comfortable bike to sit. You know, your feet are in a cruiser type position. The seat is quite comfy, hands not stretching that much, so you're in a pretty comfortable position. You can just hold on to the handles, and your back is kind of, you know, you can just lie around and nothing's gonna happen. So it's a fantastic bike. It's a very comfortable motorcycle. Okay, of course not for the pillion, because as you saw before, there's hardly any pillion seat back there. So a pillion will have some issues, but for somebody you know, riding this alone, or you know, you can have a pillion for a short period of time, this is a fantastic motorcycle. Now I'll tell you the cons of the bike. You know, what I don't like about the XDiavel. First, the suspension. Okay, the suspension is pretty stiff, so it is going to go ahead and, you know, kind of break your back in a bump. Doesn't give you much confidence while going into a bump. You will feel it, and you will feel a little, you know, kind of jarring effect. It's great on the highways. On the bumps, you need to take it slow, or at least, you know, you need to anticipate that bump, and when it's coming, you need to, like, you just have to get off the seat, you know, raise yourself up so you don't get that you know, jerk in your back. But that is a problem which the XDiavel it doesn't have a good suspension. It's got pretty stiff suspension, stiff shockers, and you know, that kind of is the only thing which is not good about the motorcycle. But you know, there's always an aftermarket part. You can always get an aftermarket suspension, and that will kind of you know, solve your problem to a certain degree, that you won't have to deal with it. You can also adjust it with a, you know, if you have a C-type you know, lever at home, you can just take it to a mechanic. Not anybody, because you will have to get it adjusted from somebody who knows a little about superbikes. You can't just take this to a local mechanic. There might be some damage, and you know, the parts on a Ducati are very expensive. I will cover that in a different review, but right now, as you can see, the bike is, you know, it's going around 98, 100. One joke, the speeds pick up insanely. It is an insane motorcycle compared. So you can go and pick this up. You know, I had a Z1000 before this, which is a naked bike, but you know, it had a lot of good stuff about it. But end of the day, it was a straight bike, and for a long ride, it would get a little uncomfortable. Though not as much as a Z800 or something. Though it was a fantastic bike, I still miss the Z1000. But I think I'll stick with this. Plus, it's a Ducati. That's always a, you know, an advantage, because people always like a Ducati, the way it looks, and it looks really good. I prefer this over a Diavel, which I had you know, wanted to buy at one time, but the seating position on the Diavel was such that your knees do get locked in, so you know, that wasn't much fun for me. So see, as you can see, the suspension, it's got that yellow type. So you have to fix the suspension from here with the C-type lever. You take it, heel, you know, loosen it up, and then you can kind of just figure out what kind of comfortable riding, what is comfortable for you. Same on top, these are adjustable shockers. You can just you know, adjust the shockers from here. You can see, you just need a lever, but I think everything should be done with a little bit of observation, because you don't want to kind of do something which later you think that, you know, you kind of screwed it up, and then you're taking it back to your showroom. So get it done from somebody who knows about this. You want to try this at home, you can, and if it doesn't work out, you can always take it to the showroom and, you know, kind of ask them to fit it back to the original settings or whatever they do. So now I'll talk a little about the features too. So the XDiavel has 3 rider modes. Okay, so I'll just toggle them for you. So you see, there's a sports mode. Wait. So there's a sports mode which has a traction level 2 and a ABS 2. Then you're coming down to a touring mode which has a traction level 4 and a ABS 3. And then you have your, you know, the highest setting on the urban mode, which has ABS 3 and, you know, 6 level of traction. That's a lot of traction. But in urban mode your speed will also fall down. I think you'll hit around 100 bhp on the bike, and otherwise it's full is at 156, but on the urban mode it will be around 100. Secondly, it's got a Ducati launch control. So see, it's got 3 levels of Ducati launch control. It's like something like a launch control like for a drag race. I have never tried it. I will, but I'm kind of scared too, because this bike throws out too much power. I feel if I throttle it to the max and then leave the clutch settings or not, I'm gonna get blown away. So that's the feature. Of course, it's got your cruise control. You can see the feature there, very simple. Just turn it on after 60, on and off. So that's also, the XDR has an electronic key. So you can see the key here. It's a electronic key. You don't have to put a key in the bike. You can just keep it in your pocket, and it does tend to sometimes not work, so you need to move around a bit and you know, then figure out the way, but it does work eventually. I mean, it doesn't take too much time. So okay, now I'm just gonna do a bit of a speed run for you guys, and then there are some corners. I'll talk about the corners on the bike. So you see the So you can pretty much see speeding in India, not a good idea. So the brakes did save me. So the Brembos up front, good brakes. Not as good as on the HD Hubble, which has a different version. But yeah, these are pretty good. So you saw that's the kind of power this throws about. Now, you know, you might say that, you know, you might get a sports bike. And but you know, a sports bike till 200 compared to this won't be doing it much differently. I mean, it'll be a second here and there, but you know, that's the kind of speeds you need here. I mean, 200 is not a speed you need to do. I think the highest speed you need to do here is around, you know, 120, 140. Maybe once in a while you want to rip your bike, you take it on a track, because ripping on the roads is very bad. I mean, you saw that cow, it came out of nowhere. I did anticipate that. It's not exactly like I didn't know it's coming, so I kind of braked according to that procedure. Okay, so another strong you know, suit about the XDR is the cornering. So you see, I'm just going into these corners and the bike just responds. It's a fantastic bike for cornering. You can see me going here, and there's another one. So this has got fantastic handling, which is only something that Ducati could have done, because if you see, any bike with a rear tire of 240 will never be able to handle that well, but this does it fantastically. Why? It's a Ducati. That's the way they made it. It has a fantastic handling. I think it handles better than the XDR. If you see other motorcycles in this range, like, you know, a VMAX, which is like a competition in the sense that, you know, it's a muscle cruiser, or a Rocket 3, or for that matter a Diavel or a Night Rod, because these are the kind of bikes, you know, the XDR competes with. You would notice that none of them, you know, corner as well as this. Maybe the Diavel, rest of them don't corner. That is only something which Ducati has done on this motorcycle, that with a 240 rear, this kind of handling, that's fucking crazy. That's awesome. So as you can see, this, I'll just get down now and, you know, kind of show you the tire on this 240 in the rear. But you can just see the kind of power this generates down low. It's not even funny. I mean, this motorcycle has a lot of grunt. It will blow most of your street bikes and you know, muscle bikes out of the way. So you need to kind of you know, keep a light hand on the throttle, because it will you know, kind of go out of its way to make you feel uncomfortable. It's that fast. I have a 14R. The first time I rode a XDR test ride, I actually thought this was faster than the 14R, because till 100 it kind of blew my mind. Even the 14R, you know, with all its speed, has a more linear fashion kind of, you know, pickup compared to this. This is a different beast altogether. I mean, this is a beast, and not something you want to take lightly. Not something any motorcycle wants to take lightly. You can follow up super bikes on corners, and you know, you can flaunt that 240 rear, and then it's a Ducati. You got the comfort. You can tour on this. I mean, it's a pretty, you know, multi-purpose motorcycle. So I'll just park this here and, you know, kind of give you a overview of the motorcycle. So I already spoke about the features. That's the 240 rear in the back, you know, that's the whole thing. Now you can hear the engine. This is a L twin, so you know the engine's got a different sound than your inline 4, and even if you rev it up, it'll go like, it's not gonna give you a vroom vroom feel. And you know, once you're just looking at the motorcycle, it's fucking beautiful. It's crazy. I mean, this is something you want to roam around on. Some people say that, you know, it doesn't have a purpose. You know, the bike doesn't know what it's supposed to be. Is it a tourer? Is it a muscle bike? Is it a sports bike? You know, what is it supposed to be? I feel it can do everything, and you know, pretty good. It can do everything in its own time, and it can do everything fairly easy. It can, you know, rip around like a sports bike on the corners. It has enough grunt for the highway. You can tour on it. You just need to get a suspension changed, and you know, the pillion can sit, or you can just tie your bags here. But you know, with the kind of tech this bike gives you, the kind of power, the kind of looks, I mean, people just look at this and they just keep looking. It's my motorcycle and I look at it 10 times a day. So it's a fantastic bike. You'll get different alloys on the S version, which is a higher version than this, and I think that's pretty much it. So guys, subscribe to my channel, and I'll also put a walk around review for the motorcycle, so you can kind of, you know, see the motorcycle more from a camera view. Thank you so much. Logging off.